Welcome back, Nail Queens. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Ciara's Nail Glitter World mani. I've already applied 2 layers of this Kimberz Kreations peel base to my nails and let it completely dry before starting this process. So what I had in mind for this manicure is something that was springy but also Mardi Gras-esque. I wanted to do something that hinted towards Mardi Gras, which is why I have the fuchsia color, the seafoam green, and if you look at the floral milkbath color, there is green, purple, and gold inside of it. So those are very much the Mardi Gras colors. However, I wasn't really ready to dive into the darker shades. I'm really feeling the spring vibes right now. I'm feeling the spring colors. I recently just did a darker green mani anyways, so I was ready to go into something more springy. If you're watching this video from February 26th through February 28th of 2022, Ciara's Nail Glitter World is having a 30% off spring sale. So it's the perfect timing because I recently just got my latest release purchase in the mail. I did an unboxing and a swatching video over on my Instagram on the Reels tab. You guys can go over there and check it out if you're interested. But I swatched everything and unboxed it over there, so that's the colors that I'm featuring in the mani today. However, Ciara is also having new releases that just dropped last night at midnight, so I don't know if the 30% off sale applied to those new releases, but her sale is definitely worth checking out because these spring colors are absolutely gorgeous. Now, normally I'm very hesitant about dusting off dip powders or acrylic powders that have foils or any kind of like fluffy elements in them like this. However, when I dusted this off with a stiff dusting brush, the dried flowers, the foils, everything stayed in place, and that says a lot to me about the quality of these powders. So normally when I'm done with my jars, I like to just clean up the edges and then pour the dip back in the powder and, you know, close it up. What the fuck? Shit just fell out of my hand onto my towel, and thank goodness, oh thank goodness, this towel is clean. I just pulled it out tonight to do this manicure because if it was dirty, I usually leave my towels here for like a whole week. If this towel was dirty, I would not be doing this and the whole thing would be going in the trash. Oh my goodness. I was able to salvage it. You'll see in a second. I'm going to pour what I have in the jar and then move that off to the side so I don't spill that again. And then dust whatever is left because, you know, all the gold foil is stuck to the towel. And I'm like, but I need the gold foil. Like, that's what makes this dip so perfect, you know? I don't know. Now I'm going to dip into the fuchsia color, and just a reminder for anyone who's watching and has never watched any of my Ciara's videos, Ciara's Nail Glitter World is an acrylic company. They sell acrylic powders and glitter mixes. If you go on the Ciara's Nail Glitter World website, you'll notice that she has several categories: acrylics, glitter acrylics, and then just glitters. So the acrylics are usually like solids and shimmers. Glitter acrylics are usually acrylics that are mixed with glitter, so it has acrylic powder and glitter or something of that nature. And then the glitters tab is just pure glitter. meaning there's no acrylic in it. I often get the glitters, just the pure glitters. Those come in little baggies. And what I love about them is you can add anything you want to it. So if you are a gel user and you don't use acrylic or dip, you can mix gel base with the glitters to make your own gel polish. And if you're like me and you use dip powder, you can mix clear dip powder with the glitter, or you can use any base acrylic color or anything you want as the base to the glitters. I just usually choose clear because I think her glitter mixes are absolutely incredible on their own. So I switched over to this stiffer pink dusting brush. When I'm dusting off, I like to use really stiff brushes. So I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday and I picked these up. They had this pack here. The last time I went, they had these clear ones and they're a little softer than the pink ones. So I did like the softness to them, but the pink ones are much more stiffer. The only thing is they didn't have the round ones this last time, so I don't know if they're discontinuing those. Those were the first time I had saw them, the last time I picked those up. But yeah, I like these stiff dusting brushes from the Dollar Tree. Now I am going to clear encapsulate my nails. This is a 6-ounce jar of clear dip powder from Sparkle & Co. It is very contaminated. I have so much glitter and flakes and all the things in here. So I decided it's best to use it on this mani because there's a lot going on. The powders I have on have some kind of like shimmery glitter, so I was like, you know what, it's okay if a little speck of glitter gets on them. But this is so affordable. It's $50 for 6 ounces, but I always use my discount code, so if you're a sub bag member you get 20% off, so it made it $40 for the 6-ounce jar. And if you wait till Black Friday, you can get it so cheap. Anyways, so you can also pick up different acrylic powders, like clear acrylics. I know they sell Mia Secret Clear Acrylic on Amazon. I think it's like for 4 ounces, it's like $20. I've never tried the powder, but I've heard great things. So if you don't want to shop the Sparkle & Co. Clear, then Mia Secret, I've heard great things about them. So check them out on Amazon. But I always recommend you clear encapsulate every single nail, even the solids, even the shimmers. You just never know if it's going to buff out with your buffing block or your file or cause pigment discoloration on the nail. Whatever the case may be, you don't want that to happen. You don't want to dull the sparkle when you file your glitters. It's just absolutely essential, and it just adds so much depth and dimension, and the layer of gloss is the perfect finishing touch of the clear on top of your colors. Now that everything is dusted off, I'm taking activator to my nails so that it will harden the dip powder. What I like to do is really saturate the nails with the activator so it does a really good job. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I put enough activator on, and then I'll go in with a second round of activator. It's not necessary, but it's nice to do for good measure, So I'm going in with a second round, and then I'm going to let all of that sit and harden. You don't want to file too soon, because if you do, you might file away the powder, and it's not a good thing. So I recently just got these file buffing blocks. Thank you, Nacho Average Manny over on Instagram, for recommending them. They are the same grit as hand files, but more in like a sponge buffer type of buffing block, and they're large, like the size of a hand file. So if you're someone who has not really been into the orange buffing blocks that I really recommend, then you might actually like these. Since my nails are longer, I need something to cover more surface area. Since I changed my shape to these longer almonds, I usually have really short nails in comparison. This, I don't know, like obviously this is my first time using it, but I really liked it on the first time. Now hopefully these hold up. Nacho Average Manny gave me good feedback. Some people also replied to my story over on Instagram and said they really liked them as well, and they're the best. So I'm really intrigued by it. Now I'm moving over to doing some cuticle work and really rounding out the cuticle, since the acrylic powder did kind of bulk up around the cuticle. So it's really easy to do cuticle work as long as you're using a non-abrasive file that will not hurt your skin. Sometimes dip powder will get under the underside of the nail, so you'll see here it kind of like goes under the shape that you previously had and it just looks really wavy and wonky. Make sure to file that smooth, so check the underside of all of your nails before you go into top coat and make sure all of that's smooth, because there have been times where I accidentally left it. I'm like, ooh, not looking too cute. Anyways, yeah, I highly recommend checking that because there's been a lot of mistakes I've made along the way, and it's really more noticeable, I think, in almond shape because the the side profile of the nail goes upwards as it inches towards the tip of the nail, whereas in coffin it goes like straight out. I'm so grateful to Dip Nails by Jules for telling me about these glass like cuticle pushers. This has a pointy end, and ever since she told me about this, I've just been so obsessed with cleaning up the cuticle lines with this after I'm done filing, shaping, and buffing. It's insane the amount of dip powder that comes out of the cracks and crevices, sidewalls, and even underneath our nails. Look, just look. What the hell? Where'd that come from? It came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. How is that possible? It's there. I think it's the clear powder, to be honest. I might be wrong, but I think so. Anyways, these are the 3 files that I used today: the thinner one, the sponge buffer one, and then the more abrasive gritty one. So those are the 3 that I used to file, shape, and buff today's manicure. So it's time to clean everything up. I'm taking rubbing alcohol. I have it in a spray travel size bottle. Incredible. If you guys are doing nails on the go, like you travel and you need rubbing alcohol on the go, either get rubbing alcohol wipes, they sell them at like your drugstore, or get a travel spray bottle full of alcohol. Highly recommend as a way to travel with rubbing alcohol. Anyways, I wipe off the nails with rubbing alcohol, and then I go and activate everything to give it one more good solidify, activate, make sure everything is nice and hardened, and then let that air dry, of course. I'm really liking this almond shape. What do you guys think? I've been in love with it ever since I tried these new jelly tips, and I don't know, I might not go back. I might not go back to another shape. I'm really loving almond shape. And then I go in and I dry off with rubbing alcohol any excess activator that might still be on my nails, because the Triple D top coat instructions are so specific. After you activate, let it dry, clean off the excess activator with rubbing alcohol, and then you can apply your top coat. And my goodness, it is like the shiniest top coat. I go back to these dip liquids over and over again. They truly are my favorite. Another comparable brand, in my opinion, are the Manny Boss dip liquids. I think those are incredible as well. Those 2 brands are my favorite, neck and neck, at the top of my list for dip powder dip liquids. Alright, I'm at the end of this mani, so I'm going to apply cuticle oil. This is called Lemonade Ice from Cuticle Candi or Candi Skincare. I am at the end of this bottle. I think I'm going to finish it for this manicure. So now that my top coat is completely dry, I'm going to apply a couple drops not only to the skin cuticle area, but the underside of the nail. I don't know about you guys, but it gets really dry under there for me, especially during the winter time. So it's very essential for me to add oil to the underside of those nails to keep all that area hydrated. So I really love Candi Skincare cuticle oils, but if you guys are shopping Candi Skincare, have you guys tried the body butter? The body butter is to die for. It is absolutely incredible. Maybe I'll apply that on my next video, or I'll do a skincare video. I don't know. My skin has come a long way dealing with allergies and everything. I actually had a reaction on this hand like 2 weeks ago. You wouldn't even be able to tell now. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to pick up some Kreations Ciara's Nail Glitter World colors if you guys are going to shop the 30% off sale. These 3 colors here are acrylic powders, so these are included in the sale if you guys are looking to pick them up. And here is the rest of the colors. The 2 colors on the far right are just glitters and they're not included on the sale. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!